For those of you who are not aware, on May 2nd, 2025, 16 days ago from the time of this recording, the Bureau of Labor Statistics released the American Job Report. It stated that we added 177,000 jobs, keeping the unemployment rate at a steady 4.2%, while also increasing hourly earnings by 6 pennies. Now, I don't know about you, but I have absolutely no idea where they get these numbers from or how they do these numbers, because I know me personally and a lot of my close friends are struggling right now when it comes to finding a job in this job market, especially in a STEM related field. So, to give you a little bit of breakdown about myself, I've been working part-time for almost the past 4 years now, and I am a data analytics person, and I also have a previous internship as a data scientist. I have my bachelor's degree in computer information systems technology, and I'll agree, it's not at the greatest college or most prestigious college, but it is a bachelor's degree. And I have a lot of on-job experience when it comes to data analysis, data visuals, data cleaning, scrubbing, and providing actionable insights. And I still have not been able to find a full-time job in this job market. Now, what's kind of annoying about it is when I apply to these jobs, it's something that I look pretty much all around America. I live on the eastern coast of the United States, but I pretty much look all around America because I am open into relocating. And I have still not been able to find a job for about the past 4 years, a full-time job at least. So to give a quick context, I have the basic data analysis skills. I have SQL, Excel, I have some coding experience with Python, Power BI, Tableau. I've taken courses, I've gotten my Google Data Analytics certificate, I've worked on projects, and I've, no lie, applied to hundreds of jobs. If I could show you my email, I probably have applied to about, I want to say 350 jobs. No lie, being completely transparent with you. About 350 jobs over the past 3 years. I've had maybe 7 interviews and a few, close hirings, but so far nothing has stuck. And, for a long time I thought, it's got to be me. It's the college I went to, it's my resume template, it's the fact that, I'm 5'3" and I'm not tall enough, even though these people don't know what I look like. I'm like, it has to be me. But honestly, I think the truth is, I think it's happening to everybody. The more I talk to people, the more I hear from other people, it seems like this is a genuine problem that's happening to a lot of people, and a lot of people are experiencing. So I'm going to give you guys some ideas of kind of what I think, might be happening and kind of what I've done, and hopefully you can resonate with it. So I think to start with, I think one of the things is the job market for entry-level people. And once again, I'm speaking from experience of a data analysis job, or data analytics, or data science. So let me know how you feel in your field, but this is at least from my experience. I feel like the job market for entry-level people in my field, once again, that being data analytics or business analysis, has changed. I think companies, when it comes to junior roles, I think they're cutting them back, honestly. You see a lot of internships pop up, you see a lot of level 1 positions pop up, but for the most part, in comparison to the amount of senior level work or, level 2 and up positions, you don't see as much. And I think they're trying to get senior level work for entry level pay. At the end of the day, these companies are trying to make money. They're trying to make as much money as possible and be as profitable as possible. And that means managing expenses and trying to get, someone to get on the team who, might be happy with $60,000, $70,000 a year and get them to do senior level work. Now, I think the next thing that goes into it is AI and automation. I think companies are changing how they hire people in STEM degrees, especially degrees where they could potentially have ChatGPT or some type of AI complete the job for them, or people who even report out on certain metrics. They can have dashboards do that and have one person do that instead of hiring a team of people. One thing I've seen too that's really frustrating, and it's frustrating because I even have it and I still haven't been able to get a job, but I know a lot of people that don't have it, is entry level jobs. They're now asking for 3 to 5 years of experience. I've seen entry level jobs that are like, oh, we need you 8 years experience in this field, and you need to have ran multiple businesses that all generate a yearly revenue of $6 million. And I'm like applying for like a janitor at a Starbucks. I'm like, I don't even understand how they want that from people. Like, entry level jobs should be 6 months or maybe 0 months to a year of experience. Yes, you'll start at entry level pay, but too many of these entry level jobs now that I've seen are asking for 3 to 5 years of experience. And if you don't have 3 to 5 years of experience, your resume will instantly get spit back out and it'll just never be a part of it. And then another thing too, I think, is no longer having companies actually go through and read resumes and having AI do that work for them and just pull the resumes that they might seem, that might seem like a better fit for the company. So I think that's kind of, my idea or my understanding and my hypothesis of what's kind of going on in the job market. Now, what it feels like. So, like I said to you guys, I've applied to so many jobs, at least over 300. And it's frustrating because I literally will spend hours changing my resume. This is my workflow. I'll find a company that I want to work for or a company I want to apply for. For example, let's take SpaceX. I'll find 3 to 4 jobs that I'm qualified for. I will make 3 to 4 different resumes for that same job. I will, make sure it tailors to the right thing, and I will still not hear anything back. And, the worst part is I don't even necessarily hear anything back. Most of the times, I never hear anything back. I don't even get like the email where it's like, oh, hey, we hate to inform you that, you did not get this job, but we still would like you to apply for more. It's like there's been times I never hear anything back, and I would say that's the majority. I would say I've probably heard back maybe from 50 out of 350 jobs I've applied for. Now, then you also get to, have that creep in your head where it's like, maybe I picked the wrong field. Maybe data analytics is a dying field and I'm not in the right field. But then it's like, but how? I can go on LinkedIn right now and find over 6,000 data analytics jobs hiring that all say, we need to hire urgently and we need to hire quickly. And that's, obviously never worked for me. And if you feel like that, look, I'm going to tell you something. You're not lazy. You're not behind. It's just a hard time to find a job. And I'm going through it too, and if you're going through it, trust me, you're not the only one out there. So, when it comes to kind of things I'm doing new, honestly, I'm just trying to hone my craft and make sure that I am, doing the best I can at the current job I have. And once again, I'm grateful for the job I have, but, I want to get a full-time role. It sucks working part-time, being 25 years old, making not the best money in the world because, if you ask me 5 years ago where I think I would be at 25, I was hoping I would be making 100 plus K a year, have a house and everything. And I'm, the complete opposite from that. And I'm not talking bad on myself. It's just, having those expectations set in your head from when you graduate college and what everyone has told you of, you're going to graduate college and you're going to find a great job that pays a lot and you're going to get, everything that you deserve. And then you graduate college, you get a part-time job, you start applying to jobs, you don't hear back, you have a few interviews, you don't hear back, and the thing is too, like, I'm a very prepared person. Every time I had the interviews, I in my head, I killed them. I think I did really good. I think I answered the questions really good. I think I interview really well. And, it was just hard. So one thing that I am starting to do new that I recommend you guys to do is to take a break. If you're having trouble finding a job and you're in the constant loop of applying and applying and applying, take like a week off of it. And you'll feel so much better. I used to apply literally for hours in a day. I would sit in my desk from like 10 a.m. to like 3 p.m. putting in applications. Different companies, doing my research, finding different roles, finding different jobs. And the thing too, when I'm applying to these jobs, I'm not applying to, crazy senior level positions. I'm finding jobs that I meet the respected criteria. If it's a job that requires 8 years of experience, I don't even apply to it. But if it's a job that requires 3 to 4 years experience of data analytics and, some on-hand experience, and I can meet all those bullet points, I definitely put my resume in. And once again, to no avail. I've gotten a job yet that's full-time. So like I said, I recommend you guys, if you're going through the same thing, take a break for a minute. Don't, it's nothing you're doing wrong. You're not the only person. It's not you. It's not your field. It's a hard time right now to find a job. And if you're in the same boat, like I said, you're everything's going to continue growing. At least that's what we hope. So just keep staying curious, connecting with people. Try to take care of your mental health first. While you're at it, while you're applying to jobs, because once again, it can get very stressful and it can become a lot. So if this video resonated with you, drop a comment. Let me know what you've been experiencing. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and have a good day.